Is the high cost of tactical flashlights bringing you down? I might have an alternative for you. Stick around. So a lot of the times I find myself teaching brand new recruits, guys who literally just started in the policing profession. Some of those guys already come with families, bills, things like that. So it's really hard for me to say, hey, I need you to go spend $100+ on a tactical flashlight because this is what you're going to need. Now, I understand that in the current profession that I am engaged and many of my colleagues are engaged in, a flashlight is a life-saving piece of equipment. But once again, somebody's always looking for the low-cost alternative. It would be awesome if everybody had enough cash to just run out and buy a mod light or one of the high-end Surefires. That would be awesome. Or maybe even more awesome if their agencies just gave them those flashlights, but I can't always count on that. So I'm always trying out new things just to see how it's going to go. I ordered this fine piece of equipment off of the Amazon earlier, a few days ago, and it just showed up. Guys, it is the Thrunite TN12 Pro. That would help if I get the knife actually between the box and the tape instead of trying to just cut the box. Now, this retails for right around $50, but I've seen it on sale on occasion. So legitimately, if you score it during one of these sales, you could in theory pick up this piece of equipment for, I think, somewhere around $39. But even when it's not on sale, it's not bad. So there's the packaging. Now, I have no experience with this light. I mean, like zero experience with this light. So this is our first unboxing together, you and I, but I'm curious to see what it comes with. We'll test out the charging, we'll test out the brightness, all that other stuff. Comes with a nice clear rubber band. And this is the Thrunite TN12 Pro, something cool white, and it's new according to the sticker. Isn't that nice of them for them to say that? Okay, so the light itself, a bunch of hangy tags, the destructions. Man, everybody's always handling out the snacks, good to go. This looks like lanyard of some sort, charging cable, which would be USB-C, pocket clip, I always like those, and a holster that is, we'll just say it's inexpensive. It's inexpensive. So for what you get for this, for 49 bucks and some change, I mean, it feels pretty nicely manufactured. I'm sure that this tag's probably going to tell me I have to tighten it all the way down before I use it. I wonder if there's a safety in there to keep me from engaging the battery. No. And no. So in theory, it should just work. Should. Pop off the tag. Oh, that is friggin' bright, guys. So at a glance, I already know that the recessed thumb switch or tail cap switch only does turbo. This is the highest output. If you want any of the other modes, you've got to run through the side switch. So if you want like super low Firefly, I think, or Moonlight, you have to hold it. Yes, and it's, I don't know if you can see it, but it's actually putting out like almost 0 lumens, right? And if I, let's see, once you turn on, it shuffles through modes. but if you hold it, you get the moonlight. Interesting. Okay, not super heavy, and it sort of keeps from rolling, but I think the pocket clip would probably help in quite a bit in that regard. The pocket clip itself is reversible, so you can put it in your pocket either up or down, and you could also place it on your ball cap if you want to do that. So you got options. Yeah, all in all, I don't hate it as a first look. I'm curious, guys, my current favorite tactical light is the Phoenix PD36 TAC, and I'm probably going to do a long form video about this light at some point, but this has remained my favorite for probably at least a year now. I don't know if this is going to displace it, but for half the price, it may be a viable alternative, and I'm curious. Let's just pull out the old scale of doom here. So the Phoenix, my current favorite, 5.8 ounces. The Thrunite, 5 ounces even, so slightly lighter. I think the battery's slightly thinner. This might have the higher top end, but the tactical mode on this puts out 2,000 lumens. If you go into the duty mode, you can scrounge up 3,000, but it's not super readily available through the interface. The Thrunite, let's look at the instructions. I'll fast forward this part. On turbo claims 1900 lumens. So if you look at the top output of tactical on that Phoenix, 2000 lumens, and output here, 1900 lumens, then it steps down to 477 after 7 minutes. Useful, still useful for what I do. So not bad. And the documentation, I gotta tell you, it's not horrible. The print is big enough to where you can deal with it. Let's see, when the flashlight is off, press and hold the side switch to enter the Firefly mode. Under the Firefly mode, press and hold the side switch to access the lockout mode. Oh, so you can lock it out as well so it doesn't activate in your pocket. Not a bad gig, guys, not a bad gig. Anyways, I'm not gonna complain or claim any greatness or badness about the Thrunite at this point. I'm not gonna do that. But like I said, the initial look is not horrible. Let me set this aside. What I really want to do is probably spend about the next 2, 3, 4 weeks with it in my pocket, and we will get to maybe a longer form review, and maybe it's something for me to recommend to people instead of just saying, hey, buy the $100. Not that $100 is too much for a tactical light. In my mind, it's definitely not, but for a lot of people, telling them to spend $100 on a flashlight, those who aren't big in our community, there's an ouch factor there. Maybe this gets around it. I have not found any others below like $70 or $80 that I would really honestly recommend to anybody. This might be an exception. It might be. So wish me luck, wish the light luck, and I'll talk to you guys soon.
Get 'em, Jay.